What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Last night, the first thing that I seen on my phone as soon as I stepped off the plane as I was heading back from Atlanta to Detroit, and the thing that everybody was texting me about was, am I going to cover on After Hours or pose on the show the fact that ESPN and Shannon Sharpe are basically taking a hiatus? And I say a hiatus, and I'll deep dive into that shortly. I say a hiatus because it is being reported, and this is courtesy of NBC News, but it's on every single site, that Shannon Sharpe is stepping aside from ESPN in the wake of sexual assault. He says, I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false allegations set against me. And he actually posted it on X, formerly known as Twitter. So he posted the official statement. It says, football great Shannon Sharpe said Thursday that he'll step aside temporarily from his duties in the wake of a $50 million lawsuit accusing him of rape. Now, before we dig into that part, I also was looking at other reports, courtesy of the Daily Mail and other different platforms, that basically says that he offered her, and this is according to his attorney, it says Denver Broncos great and popular podcaster has denied allegations, although his attorney, Lanny Davis, concedes that Sharpe previously made a settlement offer of at least $10 million. Now, to bring you guys up to speed, Tony Busby is the same, and Shannon Sharpe spoke on this. Tony Busby is the same lawyer that basically is being labeled as an ambulance chaser, except for major stars and social media platforms, right? Because he went after Jay-Z with the false accusation of the young girl that said that she had done something to her, when in reality, Jay-Z had never met her in his entire life. And more importantly, it was proven that she was never even in the same room as him. And so when these accusations first came out, my instinct was to, go with innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Now, that has nothing to do with morality clauses, which we talked about last night. That has nothing to do with perception. And clearly the goal of this woman and the lawyer is to make sure that they kill his reputation in a court of public opinion, which obviously is going to affect his bag and his ability to be able to secure this new deal. And mysteriously, this also came out a couple days after it was reported that Shannon Sharpe was nearing in on a $100 million deal. Let's go into this article really quickly. 50 million, and 50 million is just a crazy number. I don't know if it's just inflation, even inflation on lawsuits, but $50 million in a lawsuit on a false accusation is wild from a consensual relationship. Says that he needs time away to fight the allegations that he called false and disruptive. At this juncture, I'm electing to step aside temporarily from my ESPN duties. The first NFL exhibition game is set for July 34th. Or 31st, with the regular season likely to kick off on Thursday, September 4th. Says Sharpe hopes to be back behind the mic by then. He said he'll be devoting his time to his family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason. And I think that the play, which is smart, from Disney, who owns ESPN, is to preserve the relationship that they got with Shannon Sharpe, because make no mistake about it, he is one of the, if not the biggest voice on sports, media, all of that right now. He just is. Doesn't matter about how people feel about him. Doesn't matter whether you agree with him. Doesn't matter the type of enemies that he has. And for whatever reason, he's made a lot of enemies from Candace Owens, which is warranted, because she now, even though she's been objective enough to say, you know what, I don't think that obviously it's a shakedown, he still has some negative stuff to say about her in order to try to gain the favor of Amanda Seales when he had Amanda Seales on his show, right? So Candace justifiably has a bone to pick with Shannon Sharpe. And then in addition to that, you can also add in a bunch of other people, which includes Jason Whitlock and different people that he's beefed with. Some started it with him otherwise kind of just doing his thing. And Shannon Sharpe, ever since the Cat Williams interview blew him up, has been a target of a lot of different people. And I think that some of it is jealousy, some of it is just justified beef. But people are preying on Shannon Sharpe's downfall. And so Tony Busby, he made the right play as far as trying to shake down Shannon and get the most money. He made the right play because I've known for years, and a lot of us have known for years what these shakedowns are. These are false accusations and lawsuits and things that has been filed against them so that they'll actually get a payout because maybe it's not as, conducive, right? You don't want your reputation to get killed. Even if you're innocent, you don't want your reputation to get killed and mess up your money. It's cheaper to just pay a settlement. I don't know about $10 million, but it's cheaper to maybe pay a settlement, or, it's cheaper to just not have to go to litigation because it's going to cost you way more in lawyer fees. So a lot of times these celebrities, it used to be the movie stars and stuff like that. Now it's pundits, social media, all of this stuff. They are being targeted by women that is trying to take advantage of them, and now it's the people that's closest to them. One of the things that people are criticizing Shannon for, which is not playing well in his favor in the court of public opinion, is the fact that the girl is so young, and then the black community is turning against him because she is not black, right? So, you got all of these different factors that also play into the morality clause. Now it's being revealed that he offered possibly a $10 million settlement to a chick that is not even 23, 24 years old. And now I believe somebody sent me a text message and said that one of his exes is doing an interview on Tasha K. So everything is not necessarily lining up well for Shannon Sharpe. Me personally, I think that he'll be fine. Let me read the rest of this article for you guys, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts. Says he's taking a break from First Take right after the break from Cable Sports Outfit. This is a serious situation, and we agree with Shannon's decision to step away. The word on the street is that ESPN had already told him that he needed to step away for a minute anyway, because Disney not trying to mess up with no sponsors. Serious situation. A woman filed a lawsuit in Nevada on Sunday accusing Shannon Sharpe of getting at her twice in Las Vegas in October and one more time in January, according to the suit. Now, why would she come back? Why would she come back and maintain a relationship while at the time recording, which obviously we know that was set up? I believe, if you're asking me my personal opinion, not fact, I believe that she had already been in contact with the lawyer to try to get some money out of him in the first place, and that's the reason why she was setting up all of these recordings and stuff so that they can release it to the general public. Shannon Sharpe, men, we got to be tighter than this. You got to I say it all the time, only deal with women that, or even not even just women, just people in general, your relationships, your network, all of that. Snakes in the grass is everywhere. As you become more successful, you should only be dealing with people that have just as much to lose as you, and that then also substantiates y'all being equally yoked, right? So, my personal thoughts are Shannon is extra freaky. He like younger women like a lot of these guys do, which you can't necessarily say is wrong because it's not illegal. It's not my preference. I'm not into it. However, we have to start evaluating whether or not that is playing a larger role and you fumble in the bag. And your employers, the people that you do business with, all of that, they have sponsors, they have a board, they have shareholders to answer to, and it's just not looking good at the moment for Shannon Sharpe. But I also believe that this will blow over. He will be fine. He is still very, very talented, and he has a significant voice and a significant platform. I think that this is unfortunate that this woman is shaking him down, and it is a shakedown, but it's now, basically leapfrogged into all of this other type of stuff because in these type of lawsuits, again, they kill you in a court of public opinion before they ever even see a courtroom. That's very much unfortunate. But men are under attack, and successful men are very much under attack. Nobody is going to feel sorry for Shannon Sharpe, but I think that in 6 months, 3 to 6 months, this won't even be a conversation. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the chat. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. I'm going to talk about this on the Millionaire Morning Show today, and then we're going to get back on it on After Hours tonight. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.